Well, welcome back, everybody, to another week of CVAL here at Purdue. I'm Fly, along with my co-caster, TPK.
Hi, how are you guys?
And today we have a game with Purdue Gold facing off against Tiffin University Dragons, and we already have the map picks and bans on your screen right now. We're not going to game just yet because there are a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are still available to talk about this team and what they're going up against today.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. I've seen already how they played last time on Monday versus Illinois State, and they performed so well. In their Corrode map, which is their pick, it was a bit of a rocky start, but after that, they swept through the entire other two maps. And now, just starting off the gate, we're now going on to the Agent Select for going onto the first map, which is going to be Pearl. Purdue, I'm pretty sure they're going to go rocking the same comp.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we see them so often on Pearl, I feel like Haven and Corrode. It's just like, it's kind of like this triage of maps that we keep spinning around. But we do have a decider on Bind. So if it does go to game 3, you know, we can see some new stuff happening, maybe.
Maybe, but I mean, what I've seen on Bind on that decider last game, it was hectic, but it was so much fun to watch. I want to talk about the team competition on Tiffin Dragons right now. Double Initiator, that can cause a bit of trouble for Purdue since it's opting on going off that just util dump into chokeholds, into the side, just covering all angles, and especially with the KO and the Tejo online, that's going to cover so many areas that Purdue has to adapt on.
Yeah, I feel like Purdue is running a much more standard comp, right? We see double duelists, especially this Yoru on Pearl so often. The Yoru Waylay right now is super potent, and I feel like this Tiffin Dragons comp is really good at slowing down the game, right? Mm-hmm. Looking at Purdue's comp, it looks like they want to go fast, right? They don't have these slow playing like you have Sova with your drone, and you can kind of scale up into these sites, but Purdue want to go fast, and it looks like Tiffin is just trying to slow the game down, try and bring it into their pace with only one duelist on their comp.
Yeah, I mean, also the chamber is really just a good piece in the asset of Pearl, having that trip, especially on street, just covering that space, making sure that that space is just held by them, and then obviously having that Q when the Trick Fist popped, and then also the Headhunter and the Tour de Force coming online that could cause a lot of gun power for Tiffin Dragons ahead of time.
Yeah, especially on that B long. Normally you see the Yoru, but that chamber is going to be a suitable replacement to be able to get in and get out on that one and done if they ever choose to go the op or if the Tour de Force is active. But Purdue are going to be starting out on defense, as it looks like we're going to be getting straight into the match.
And it looks like it's going to be starting off a little bit slow.
Yeah.
From Tiffin.
Exactly what we expected. Purdue are going to be playing a little bit more aggressive while Tiffin is trying to feel out the map.
Yeah, right now Tiffin is just playing a little bit of a default comp. Dart will be shot, so they will have that info ready to go. Ooh. Kraken does get the spot onto Falls, and
on the second jump spot. That's almost the end of Kraken as Knight was lurking in that corner, but here he comes.
Knight
on the
already
box,
trying to get back.
No kills are landed, as Hope and Kraken are just trying to fight off these two attackers, and they're forced to back up a little bit. And you've noticed the rotates have started to move over towards A. Purdue have a feeling that the rest of the team is going to be here, but Tiffin is backing off.
Yeah, and I think Purdue is also aware of the possibility of Tiffin trying to reconsider just hitting on B. But look at the chamber. They're already posted up so far into B, but the alarm bot will catch him if he tries to scale up a bit more, so Sequam will be ahead of that, and yeah, definitely that alarm bot will be shut down.
Yeah, he had no TP up, so Mosey just wants to get out of there, as it looks like a 4-man hit is going to go off on this A site, but Allura's already rotating, Kraken's already rotating. If they can stall for just a little bit, rotates will be here, as it looks like we're already getting onto the site, as Echo already gets down full
Echo too, because let's get traded out by Mint. Now it's 3v4 scenario, now 3v3. Hope cannot connect the shot onto Knight. Very low though. And it all comes down.
Oh, but there's just not enough time left in the round. They took so long to hit onto that site that by the time they were there, the timer had already run down so much that Knight had to plant the spike then and there, but
yeah, but
pushed
Hope
off.
denied the plant and secured the first round. A little bit just nail-biting close round for Purdue, but they will accomplish it. And now Hope already going online with that sniper rifle. We've seen, if you guys have not seen, Hope has been such an asset on the sniper rifles, even on the Outlaw or the Operator in itself. It has done so much damage onto the team.
Taking a mid. Allure.
And Allure is going to take contact, but Mosey responds with a great headshot. And Kraken is aware of this with the area he's trying to spray down. They just want to catch a hit, but they're just beating Kraken! And he already! Kraken, the survivor on street, showing that you shall not pass against the Brockenstar.
Doesn't even need the Odin. Give him an Ares, why not?
Why not? He can stand the ground.
Just mows down, false stun. Surely that second swing there was enough to take him out, but they just missed the shots and Kraken's able to mow through him.
I feel like Tiffin tried to just push up to overwhelm him, but the positioning of Kraken was just so great.
Oh, they want to go aggressive this time too.
And the scan will get popped on tonight as well, so he backs off.
Yeah, but the spike's all the way back in spawn. They're not really trying to hit any site just now. They just want to know where these defenders are, but I mean, after last round, Purdue have so much money that on this bonus round, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, it's been just a hectic, it's already second round. The drone will pop, could catch someone. Yeah, Bear gets the scan on Knight, or at least just spotting him.
And even with these rifles, Tiffin don't have full armor, so this Outlaw that is still online for Hope is going to be able to one-shot some of these players. As it looks like their final contact is going to be on A, but keep an eye on Art, as Allure is going to take a fight and back off as Echo lands the first kill. The spike is down!
And the spike is down. Kraken and Allure also responding for the team.
And
not only to one, it all comes down to Knight, and it's just hopeless 1v5.
Yeah, and he's still one-shot, only light armor, so swinging this is so dangerous. The Outlaw's still in the hands of Hope. Not a single player on Purdue has gone down, as a double swing is all it's going to take.
And oh my god, everyone is getting their upgrades right out the gate, and that's going to be a snowball in the making for Purdue.
Especially with no players down, they're going to get free upgrades on every single player on the roster. And they're still going to keep the Outlaw. Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to force
and we got to mention, Kraken is already having that Hunter's Fury online, so he's been doing great. And yeah, just a great timeout call from Tiff and Dragons. I mean, just considering how they were playing, I think they were just trying to feel out the map, correct? I feel like Tiffin really has to try to play a bit faster and try to just not waste their YouTube, because that team composition really is based on just util dumping onto side, try to get that space, and then just explode into side or explode into that space that they want to recover, right? And I feel like they were just really hesitant. They're just scared of Purdue. They feel like they just throw in meaningless util by time, and they just don't really they don't advance onto that util usage. So I feel like they have to adapt, trying just, like I said, just trying to be more proactive, trying to take more space.
Yeah, it's like you highlighted. Their team has a lot of utility. I mean, with the double initiator comp, they can explode onto a site, but they just didn't use enough of it, right? Jello just got caught out right on the other side of an Astra smoke.
Yeah, and it seems like they heard me already. They're trying to
but the Hunter's Fury!
And the Hunter's Fury just gonna get popped. Will get a tag.
He gets a tag onto both Jello and False Sun, so they're dwindling health bars. And with this Outlaw still online, again, that's one-shot players.
And Hope barely shot onto, but Zekrom as well, trying to get that kill.
Yeah, trades goes to either side. That's a 3 versus 3 left as they're looking to finish B, but Hope is still here, and that Outlaw's still a one-shot.
We'll get that shot, but Mint responds. Kraken on the flank.
Gets the one. Does he know that the second one is in the spawn? He does, but he's not able to land the kill as it's just left to Echo. There's no idea where Knight is going to end up.
Oh, it's going to opt to go B. That's going to be a correct call from Echo.
Neither player has any idea where the other could be, but it looks like Echo might get caught off.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate timing. Echo had the right idea, but
it's the wrong place.
Yeah, just the wrong place at the wrong time. Knight just wrapping all the way around mid and going to long. Finally getting their first round on the board for Tiffin University.
Yeah, but amidst all of that, those first 3 rounds gave Purdue such a good economy. They're able to buy an operator for Hope in the 5th round.
And then also that
Odin.
Brock Instar with the Odin already in the hands.
There's not a single person playing on B long. It looks like this aggressive fight is going to get taken A, but Purdue pushed back. This could be the wrong read. As Tiffin looks to clear mid with that Teho drone. It's going to scan nobody, but again, another slow round. Oh, the missiles. Just barely miss Zekrom as he pushes closer up to this mid door.
Yeah, both teams have played it just really passively right now. But Tiffin has their idea to just try to opt
they go to swing with the flash.
Oof. What a great play from Echo, and that flash was just perfect.
Yeah, that Cosmic Divide is going to give away the location of the remaining players. The rotates are already speeding over. Spike hasn't gone down yet, thanks to the swarm grenades.
Zekrom just waiting for the teammates to just push up together.
They do have this dimensional drift,
Echo
but they
has
swing
great
into their own
positioning.
flash.
Echo with the 3 now. Could get on Jello, but just great positioning on Jello. Getting 2, but Allure gets the kill onto him. And it all comes down to Mint on a 1v3 scenario. Gets the first onto Hope. Get the second hindered. And Kraken finishing the job, but Mint has done his job.
The saturate made it very scary there. Oof. Almost clutched it up. Shot through the slow, but
yeah,
just too many bodies.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play by Mint, almost catching all of them. And especially with that saturate, getting onto the second kill. That was just great. That was just super great.
Yeah, but they were able to recover the operator. Kraken did pick it up at the end of the round, so that gun is still in the hands of Hope, as Kraken's going to buy another Odin for himself. And it looks like an aggressive fight in mid is going to break out. Purdue finally want to put a stop to this mid lurking.
Ooh, Hope tried to get that shot onto Falls, could not connect.
The scan tags 3 is Echo.
Ooh, finds on Mosey, but Mosey puts him down to only 7 HP. Zekrom getting that first kill onto mid. Now to Knight. Knight responds now. Allure trying to get one more to be up numbers. Could not connect through the smoke.
Oh, but this drone doesn't spot him. It does. The turret's not online anymore, but Hope's still holding this line in art. But it looks like that Tiffin is going to end up hitting A. You see how far Mosey's pushed up.
Yeah, then Purdue's not aware of that they can just pull up on main. Now they try to put their attention more onto main and then side. Try to play it a bit safer.
Oh, this line by Kraken.
Flash coming in. Kraken with the span, trying to get it much as possible. Great first kill from him.
Stuck by the molly, but
the collateral from Hope. Like, what can you do?
Oh,
Jello responding, trying to lessen the blow from Purdue.
He has to check so many angles here as he's already tagged up. Left to 36 HP, and here comes the saturate, and here comes the swing. As Allure, just going to end the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great team play from Purdue. Great positioning and just better gun power from Purdue. I mean, that Odin and the off is so so difficult to deal with in the hands of Kraken and from Hope.
Yeah, they thought that they had pushed Kraken back enough with that molly to get out onto the site, but they didn't account for the fact that Hope was still in Art. He never left Art with that operator, and so he was able to just turn around and get a nice collateral on 2 of the players. Now it looks like, oh, there's finally going to be some B aggression, as Echo might be caught in a really odd spot, but Hope knows.
Spawned one, and he gets it from from the jump spot. Great call.
Here comes the drone, and Zekrom is aware of this lurk by Mosey. He is going to break the turret and just back out, though. Zekrom aware, but doesn't want to push too far up, as the drone is going to come spot everyone left in B long. But Purdue are unmoving.
Tiffin are still posted up onto
Mosey.
Trying to re-aggress, but Mosey gets the first kill onto A.
But does he realize that a lurk is still here? There hasn't been enough noise to draw this rotate off, but just barely.
It's about to be a great timing by Mosey, but Allure quick on the trigger.
And he's going to push up further. He might catch this rotate happening midway.
It almost caught him off guard, but False Sun wrapping it in around, making it difficult for him.
They're going to take the site, but I believe this lockdown is still online. The convergent paths, it's going to hit the plant as the no command goes out. They're just trying to deny this lockdown from coming through from Zekrom.
Gonna make it a bit more difficult for Purdue with the denial of util.
They still have that Teo online as
with a great op shot.
Here comes the Armageddon. And it looks like Zekrom is just going to die to it.
Because of the blind, was not able to see where it was coming from.
Kraken, though, aware. That's one, but do they know where the second one is? Just going to tap it. And it got him to swing.
Last player standing.
Did Jello hear him tap? He
did.
Concentrate's over.
And Jello finishing it off. Getting their second close round. Going for Tiffin.
This should be simple enough.
Yeah, being able to pop that no command the last possible second to deny the lockdown from coming through just bought Tiffin so much time.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great just null command from False Sun. Trying to deny all that util, knowing that with that direction,
About there.
that waylay, that waylay ult, they were just gonna dash in and just util them out. It just denied everything for Purdue.
You want to play? Let's play.
Twitter Force will come online from Mosey.
Yeah, but he's speaking into mid. And it's kind of a ghost town. Purdue hasn't really, apart from that one round, really wanted to fight this.
And then Hope once again with that first frag.
That's going to be one initiator down, but they still have a second as Kraken. He wants to get aggressive with this Hunter's Fury. He has a feeling there's more than one player here, but it's not going to land any tags.
That catch.
The attacking convergent paths goes off, but again,
really? Nothing accomplished, but Zekrom
Down, B.
from behind catches him. Mosey gets on a lure though.
yeah, the lurk finally coming through with that tour de force, but all of Purdue are already here, and the spike hasn't gone down yet as the saturate bounces off the wall.
Bit of a fortunate Echo scanning onto Knight.
Do they have any idea with where this chamber could possibly be as Zekrom
But Kraken
good
heading
swing by
on
Kraken.
Knight. It all comes down to the 2v2 scenario. Bomb is in the hands of Purdue.
but they have no idea where Mosey is.
Oh, but Hope just with the flick.
30
Hello.
seconds left.
And they know where the last player is. This Astra is still long. Just trying to slowly walk its way down, but
Yeah, Mint is just trying to catch someone off guard. Someone trying to bite for that kill, but really, he's not giving me anything. He's trying to get the bomb now.
yeah, and he has to plant here,
10
so
seconds left.
it's either swing or plant, and Kraken is just sitting here. He gets the first,
He gets the first.
last shot misses!
By the last second as well. Mint, the hero that the team needs, securing the third round for them. And the op also being obtained to give it to the chamber.
Just, they're going to give
Going
it to
for
the
the
Waylay.
Waylay.
They're going to go, looks like they want to hit this B aggressively with that operator, and look at Purdue's economy now.
Yeah, Purdue
Just
now opting
heartbreak
to
on
go
the
to
site.
opting to a little bit of a save. I mean, wow, what a play by Mint. I feel like Kraken and Hope were just not expecting that just nail-biting last-second push from Mint. And that just made all the difference for Tiffin.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-man down B. We were talking about this utility dump that these double initiator comp have as Knight. He's going to take out Kraken on the jump spot. And here comes the util. Zekrom pushback. Missiles. 0 point. Waylay flash.
Ooh.
Sheriff's miss. Across both sides as Echo lands one, but a false sun lands on a second. Allure and Echo.
Allure, everyone is just getting bodied on. And it all comes down to Hope on this 1v2.
Spike planted.
Spots on Mint, but cannot connect the shot.
With just a Sheriff. That's a hard bargain to fight. But they did manage to take away a couple of the guns from Tiffin, and
Need a drop.
that's enough on an eco round like that. They do still have the lockdown online. They haven't used it yet. Cosmic Divide also in the hands of Allure. They do have good retaking tools, but we're looking to see them utilize them in a big way here.
Yeah, I feel like Tiffin has now tried to
That'll
adapt more into these explosive plays, and it's just really paying off now. So Purdue has to play, try to aggress even further, or try to play more passive going onto these retakes. Could facilitate them on these ongoing rounds.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be another B long hit, but Mosey's holding back just in case that flank that Hope did in the previous round comes through again. But Jello's walked all the way down and inserted himself. He's going to send out the drone. As an owl drone's going to come out to mid. And that op
The
still
shot
here.
from Knight cannot connect. He will be tagged though.
Knight's going to get inserted himself into elbow once more as
And
Zekrom
Zekrom
with the nanos.
with the molly. And
Echo.
Echo also.
enemy remaining.
And they know where he is.
Spike down B.
Hope spotted his shoulder as he swung around the corner. And, oh, the saturate.
Saturate.
Oh,
Try to TP to safety, but still in the open, my friend.
got caught fixing his tie.
Yeah. Try to look presentable for the grave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's this op. I feel like has just been going back and forth across both teams. Is now it's returned to
I
Hope's
mean,
hands.
why wouldn't you? You have a chamber, you have a Waylay on Tiffin's side. They can both utilize that. And then you also have just Hope, the Guardian, with that op.
It's once more opting to not buy, heavy armor, even with the money for it. I think Hope just realizes heavy armor is not really the play here. As looks to take a fight mid.
Ooh, Mosey just got a haircut from Hope's shot.
He's gonna use his TP though. So Hope could find the kill on this repeak. Does he expect Mosey to be this far inserted? He only has 9 shots in his
Echo
stinger.
with the first kill, but Mint responds all on main. The showdown is still on art, but there's also some just chaos.
Kraken, if he were to swing right now, the flash comes through and he's gonna get swung, but how is he not dead yet?
What?
Display the two?
What?
And then finally Mosey swings around the corner as Allure is picked up, but Hope knows, and there's the headshot with the operator.
Ready.
Uses the saturate to slow down this push. It's
Ooh,
full sun.
but False Sun connecting that headshot. It all comes down to Zekrom and onto False Sun. False Sun has not done much as a solo performance. Zekrom also on that side of the
30
story.
seconds left.
Yeah, but Zekrom has to gamble here. False sun. He's gonna hear this plant go off, and it's gonna keep him around. He has a feeling, and there's the tap.
There's the tab. Zekrom will be aware that this is where
False
he
sun.
is.
Has to check everything. He's gonna put this plant
10
down, and
seconds
Zekrom.
left.
That's gonna give Zekrom time to walk up
Spike planted.
as the swing.
Oh,
And
but
False
False
Sun.
Sun with the 3K. And then once again, securing another op,
Last round
going
in the
back
It's the same
into
op.
Tiffin's hands.
Oh, but that buy from last round, Hope not buying the full armor, critically is giving him just enough money to buy his own op in the final round of the half.
And just a light shield in the side.
And we still haven't seen that lockdown from Zekrom come out.
Yeah,
this
and
entire
also
half.
from Allure with that Cosmic Divide has not been used whatsoever.
I feel like sitting on these ults this whole time. surely this round, they're going to find a use for it as Zekrom obviously planted it in the most famous KJ ult spot. But the Nokame is going to keep Zekrom from using it. As Mint is going to unleash his own Cosmic Divide as Knight is going to fly into the site. Get on top of box. And it looks like Purdue are just playing for the retake. They do have the ults to do it.
Yeah, and they have so much coverage of the spike side, and especially with the elevation in mind, that's going to cause a bit of problem for Purdue retaking onto it. But they also have that Cosmic Divide, and they will respond by cutting off the long. So this
Convergent paths, Dimensional Drift, Lockdown, Cosmic Divide, but
Echo finds the first
On the
one. Can he
flank.
connect the second one?
That's a
Not
critical
being
pick.
able to.
oh, the KJ ult gets 2. But there's still 2 players with rifles ready and waiting. But the diffuse is coming through. They don't hear it. They have no idea he's sticking this. They do have the kills,
and
though.
the collateral from Falson in the end. The spray
Switching
and the final 2 kills, making Tiffin equal 6-6.
Yeah, Purdue had the ultimates online to do that retake, but Tiffin didn't have to use that much util on their own side when they entered the site in the first place. So Tiffin had all of this just passive util, you know, the standard util, the rockets, the stars, the flashes, while Purdue went in with their ults, and they just had such a good position that Tiffin was just able to choke out Purdue when they went for that diffuse.
Yeah, I mean, I thought in the end they didn't hear that spike being diffused, but they really just trusted their gut and just sprayed it down, and they got the diffuse
Doing a thing.
just like barely onto it. Knife will be shot, and there's gonna be a bit of an aggression with Knight just securing all, basically that A main space. Zekrom just holding behind.
And they are going to get that trademark out in mid. That's a question mark put on the map for the defense. They're going to have to send someone to at least keep an eye on mid as looks like a fight. He's going to back out as Knight gets tagged.
Yeah,
nothing
but we
more.
also have Hope and Allure already scaling up onto Street. And
But Mosey's
I'm
been
pretty sure
watching
they
this.
are aware of this, but it's just difficult. And Hope with a great headshot.
and
Echo
Echo.
also helping out.
That's going to be the free sight. That's Jello. Oh, swings right into Echo's crosshair. That's a 5v2 as Allure posted up in mid. False Sun wants to come around this corner, but Allure, does he check the corner? He does.
Just at the corner, but ooh. A
Allure
little
able to
bit
land the kill.
shaky there.
Knight's put in a really weird corner as Kraken swings and he's going to land the kill with the classic.
And I'm making it ahead Purdue once more. 7-6 going onto their anti-eco round.
Another pistol round, one for Purdue. They did win it in the last half as well, but this is where we're going to see that Outlaw. I don't think we're going to see the Ares this time around just because they're on attack. But
Yeah. Would love to see it though. That would be just great.
Oh,
Oh,
it looks like they actually are going to go for
you know what?
Kraken
I
with
like it.
the Ares.
It
He's
has-
only going to have light armor, though.
It has done a lot of damage that last instance that we saw the Ares. So why not throw it at it again?
Oh, Echo just barely tucked out of that 0 point.
And
As
Allure, nice shot, and the Kraken responding once again with the Ares. Oh, but Hope not connecting that Outlaw shot, and Allure spots onto mid. A little bit of whiff from each side.
But he is
No
going to
one
reclaim
gets
that Outlaw.
tagged.
The Outlaw is back in the hands of the attack. As Zekrom's walked all the way up to A. How has he gotten into art from the backside? They have so much space. They can just go, hit A.
Yeah, Zekrom is just so comfortable taking all of this, making sure that they're just gonna be.
He's going to walk all the way into the spawn.
Oh, but Jello could catch them off guard.
The wrist rocket just barely cut off his vision onto Zekrom, and now he has the back sight fully cleared. They don't have to worry about this at all. And you can see all the Purdue players taking advantage of that. They're only watching Art and A main.
Yeah, Zekrom coming back to the cavalry from Garden.
And Jello with just a concuss. It does do damage now. It could kill Kraken. Oh, he's so close. But
Yeah, but
Oh.
Allure quick on the trigger, getting that head tap onto Jello.
A bandit versus a guardian. You know, I've seen this go both ways. I don't know if it would happen again as Mint is left in a 1v4.
Who is the better shooter? That is the question.
Mint has been performing very well, but does he know he's behind the box at this point?
Okay.
I'm starting to think neither of them are the better shooter. Kraken had to show up. Kraken might have bailed out both teams just there.
They are. I mean, she's a runner. She's a track star. They were both running. They were both shooting. Nothing hit from either side.
Not a single bullet landed.
It was entertaining, but converting the round wise, that is in the talks to you know, try to be calmer in that aim. But now Echo once again having that Guardian, trying to play it a bit slower on that crosshair placement.
Yeah, but the defense want to get a little bit aggressive in A main. They want to put Knight on this line, and they're looking to restack the rest of the map. They did move their trademark. They moved it into Art this time. They don't want Zekrom pushing up a little deep this time around.
Zekrom and Knight have been trading their shots.
Mint is on a lethal
and
timing.
Zekrom getting that first kill. Kraken is aware that Mint or anyone
This
can be
backstab
there.
could be so possible here as Hope gets stunned by...
All missiles away.
I don't even know what he got stunned by. I think he got stunned by his own Astra. It's False Sun.
False Sun getting onto Echo, equalizing it.
Jello. Oh, the Outlaw tags, but Jello gets the kill as False Sun picks up Allura. Now it's in a 2v4, and the spike got dropped. Kraken makes Jello so... This is going to kill Jello.
Yeah,
there he goes.
Go.
And there goes False Sun.
Go. What
That's
do
an
you
equalized
ask
kill.
for Kraken, but he's going to get spammed. And yeah, I mean, what can you ask for? It was a difficult round for them. And it was a buy round from Tiffin. So even though they lost the round, they took away a lot of guns, damaging their economy quite a bit. And then going into this, to their gun round, they have a good chance of pulling it ahead once more.
Yeah, now that these rifles are back in the hands of Purdue Gold. But the match is much closer than what it's been feeling like. I feel like the match has looked much more far away from at least like the hands of Tiffin. I feel like this game has been played the macro-wise a lot better from Purdue. But the scoreboard is just not showing it as Echo just loses a 1v1 to Mosey, and that's going to be the first pick onto the defensive side. And now Hope trying to get a refrag into mid, but this judge is holding such a close angle. I think any of Purdue really want to walk through that door right now. They have to get an equalizing pick here. Being down that Yoru so early, that's one duelist they don't have to get onto the site.
Yeah, Purdue are still hesitant on their options. Where to go. And Zekrom is still posted up to A, having that space just to be sure.
Looks like they're going to rotate back over to A. Hope is going to try and make some noise down B long. And they're going to notice it. They're going to bring the rotates over, but that's not the site they're hitting. Hope is doing so good to just draw these rotates over, and once this trademark gets snapped, I feel like
It's going to pop back.
Mosey.
30 seconds left.
The map's gone quiet again. Rotates are already on the way back. If Purdue are going to go, they have to go soon.
21 seconds on the clock. The trademark will be shot.
And
And,
there
the
go the
jig is
rotates.
up. Tiffin, no. And sorry, Hope is still all the way back on B.
Hope? Hope might catch him on the back here.
And Hope got onto Min, trying to rotate, but False on also responding onto Zekrom. 3v3
Oh, not the
today.
judge. Not the judge.
Ah, it's just unfortunate. And Hope all the way on the back as well.
Kraken has the Hunter's Fury. Here it comes. One hits on tonight. He's just trying to distract his Hope in the back. If he can land a kill here, which he does.
Oh, and the saturate.
But Hope's still in the back line here. They still have to defuse. If Hope can get a little more stall, that's all it's going to take, because it takes one shot. He's going to back up, but False Sun has to stick it here. If Hope can just push him off the defuse.
Oh.
Surely it's not enough time. Oh, just barely.
Oh.
Point
6-7. Why do we do this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It happens to the best of us. It happens, you know,
But yeah, I
just
mean,
barely.
yeah, it was the right idea. I mean, just Falson just played it really well. Falson already pulling his weight up and now going on top of the leaderboard in Tiffin's side. And also having that, just having the defuse on half really made a difference. Because if he just let it out on that, like, just a bit later, it was going to be a round for Purdue.
Yeah, this drone's coming out. He's gonna spot out Knight. That's the only one on B, as this mid aggression hasn't really been met as Mosey. Oh, Zakrom walking into a very weird line. And Mosey's gonna punish. As Mint is holding the art line as well. They're so aware of these Purdue players. Looking up these
Man.
spots as Mint lands another kill into Allure.
Yeah, I mean, with those missiles going onto the smoke, pushing them back, what can you ask for?
A drone, another star. That's going to be Kraken spotted. They can't get onto the spike as Mosey pulls up behind Kraken. That's going to take him down too. Now it's just left to Echo with a Sheriff as Falson is sitting on top of the rocks. But
Oh, guess the kill somehow.
he's going to flash through it. Oh, just barely missed the
Barely
last shot.
hanging on, Mint, but Tiffin now ahead, going into 9-8 in favor of Tiffin.
Yeah, again, a strong start for Purdue at the start of the half, but Tiffin just able to answer back, take back the lead from Purdue.
Yeah, I think this is the first time that Tiffin is ahead during this entire map. Because in the end of the first half, it was 6-6, and then Purdue started to win pistol, and then the second round, and then Tiffin just now in a 3-round win streak.
0 Point's going to spot out 3 players there as Zakrom tries to take a fight mid. Purdue are being very cautious here. The operator is online for Knight as the Dimensional Drift is going to be unleashed on the...
And the saturate is gonna make it difficult.
Oh, the conversion pass goes out. Echo's here. Swing off of that. As False Sun just gets spotted. Swung as Zekrom on the backstab. Finally shows up.
Oh, but Mint with the nice crosshair placement getting onto Zekrom, but it's still a long uphill road to go for Tiffin to win this round on this 4v2.
And Hope is...
Teleport's ready.
Hope is on this angle. He knows that Astra is here. Mosey, though, there's 3 players in elbow. Mint wants to make something happen, but I don't think anything's really going to happen here as there's just too many bodies to go through.
Yeah, Mosey just being caught in the crossfire, but Mint gets his one onto Hope. But still, now equalizing Purdue once again 9-9.
I'll pick them apart. You clean up whatever's left.
It's interesting because they didn't reclaim that operator. They just kind of left it in long. I don't think Hope really wants to use it on the attacking side here. I mean, to be fair, when you're going in the face of a Waylay and a Chamber, they can definitely use the op a lot better than Purdue Gold's comp, but I don't know. I feel like you could use an op on the attacking side here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, you have that Waylay with that refract. You can push up and then immediately just back out whenever you want during that time frame. So it could cause also that damage, and also just how unexpected it is to have an op, especially in the attack side. The knife will catch onto Purdue, catching I think 3
I think it
at
caught
least.
all of them.
Got all of them? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
But Purdue are just going to back off and go through art. But again, Tiffin have the read on this. They've put 3 players here to watch this mid art lurk. As Knight. Oh, this is about to be a brawl as Util goes out from both sides. It's going to scan just Hope, though. They have no idea Echo's been posted up behind this box. But no contact has been made. Purdue are just going to back off. They're going to snap the trademark. As Zekrom
Knight. Zekrom was also just ready for it, but Knight is just way too quick.
And that's going to be the cue for Purdue to go. They got to get an equalizing kill, but Oh, the no command, the
Oh, we're both
bandit.
getting tagged.
The no command's on the site in front of 4 players.
Oh, it was a great flash too from False Sun, but he could not capitalize on any frags whatsoever, and it all comes down to Mosey and on Mint.
Yeah, but False Sun spotting all 4 of the players there. That's going to give Mosey the all clear to walk all the way through A main with this tour de force. Cosmic Divide going out for the attackers, but Mosey's in the back. He's going to
Just
go
a
2.
second, now it's equal.
One enemy remaining.
And Mint with the 3rd. And they know where Allure is. A little bit of spray here and there.
Oh,
Allure.
but it's a great shot.
Oh, and Mint.
Oh, wow.
The backstab from Mosey is everything there. Purdue had no idea that that flank was even happening.
Oh, and you gotta feel it for Purdue. You know how frustrating it is to just be caught off guard, especially when you just forget about having that like flank like watch with KJ's util or just face valuing it. It really is tough. And now, yeah, I mean, regardless of how it went, I mean, I think it's just in the talks of just trying to keep that composure. I feel like during that round, they feel a little bit tilted, especially on that flank from Mosey, which was great, by the way. I can't even complain. But yeah, Purdue has to be aware of like possibilities of Tiffin on where they can hit or where they can try to rotate in. Since I mean Tiffin is trying to adapt more onto like how they want to fake it, on how Purdue is like, oh, let's fake this and then go to the other side. And I think they're just adapting even more on how they're attacking. So I think they're just staying put, which is great on Tiffin's side. And Purdue really just needs to adapt on like their map control, get more options on the board for them.
Yeah, I feel like Tiffin is they're so aware of where Purdue could be at any given point.
Yeah.
They're reading every single hit that they do. Meanwhile, on Purdue, it feels like there's holes that are left on hits or on takes into sight where they just leave a player open.
Allure with a little bit of target practice onto that drone. Cannot connect.
And again,
Oh, look
Knight.
at this.
Knight is
Just
so
Knight
far up B.
immediately having all that space on B long. It's going to be crucial for them and giving that just safety net for Tiffin to just
Yeah, and here comes the side execute.
stack
The
on.
rotates are already over here, though. Knight being so deep.
Taking that back.
That's a fake. Purdue are backing off. They're going to go through mid. But Tiffin haven't moved at all.
Yeah, Tiffin, like, it's just what I said. It's really just having those fakes coming in online and then probably just re-aggressing onto side. But they want to fake that they want to go
Echo
to
might
B,
get
but
caught
it's
by
just
this
really
missile.
difficult.
The missile goes to A main. They have no idea if Echo's actually on site. It could have been a fake TP, but here comes the rest of the team.
Oh, but False Sun catches on Echo, but Hope is also trying to help out. Responds on the equalizer,
Spray. Oh,
barely
just
missing
barely.
onto Mint.
Swarm grenade to deny, but Jello up on the wall. Just barely over the top of that smoke.
The convergent pass catches on Zekrom. It's going to be real difficult for them. Oh,
The
but the
saturate.
saturate
Landed on his own.
God, just to see a body's inside. I don't even know what happened in the end.
Somehow, in all of that chaos, Tiffin ends up with the numbers advantage. 2 players left, and all of Purdue is dead.
It was just too quick to see, to just process what was going on inside.
Feels like every player on the team at the same time just decided that they wanted to shoot and get a kill.
Oh my god.
And that's going to put Tiffin up to 11. They're almost to map point. As Purdue Gold, they do have a Hunter's Fury. I would assume they also have this lockdown, but I don't know, man. It just feels like everywhere they try to go, Tiffin is just waiting for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying, right? Is that Tiffin is just, they just stay in their positions like a rock, and immediately Knight just taking on to Hope. Not even like 10 seconds go by, and then Hope is just gone.
Yeah. And then he's just going to back off. Like, Knight, He's holding such a passive angle now. After that pick, he has a feeling Purdue really don't want to re-engage into this B site. Especially after losing Waylay like that. Yeah, you do still have Yoru, so you have options to get onto the site, but again, Tiffin are just holding these lines. There's nothing to really push them out. No noise drawing their attention to either site. As Echo
flashing in already, scaling up onto Art, backs out. Really, just no like real presence from either team. Even are just pushed back, playing it real safe.
I believe Teo has his Armageddon online. That's why he's playing so passive. So Tiffin don't really care where they
30
hit.
seconds left.
Jello can at a moment's notice click a button and just bomb the whole site as
Oh,
Allure just barely misses.
Trying to catch one, but just barely missing onto Knight. Knight on probably 20 HP, 10 HP. Zekrom responding first, now going down to Mosey.
But here comes the Armageddon. It's not going to land on
10
anyone,
seconds left.
but it is going to delay the
Time is
plan.
on the essence, on for Purdue. Purdue will
man.
get the bomb planted, and
Just the bodies hit the floor. A Bandit, a Shorty, a couple of Vandal shots, and that's it.
And just complete shutdown from Tiffin, now going on to match point for them.
On Purdue's map pick too, that's
All right, last hurdle.
definitely
This is the
got
one
to
that counts.
be a little bit of a hurt to the mental, but again, it's just Tiffin unwilling to move from the sites. There's not been enough noise or enough presence made on the map for them to really have a reason to move.
Yeah, they're just staying there as statues, just playing it safe. Play those tied off angles all the way back. So just don't want to risk anything, especially having this lead. I think it just feels really crucial. And now for Purdue, it's gonna be a quick A main take.
This is looking to be the right call.
False Sun.
If they can get this cage lockdown going in the corner here. Oh, the suppress crucially doesn't land on the KJ. As here comes the Hunter Siri.
One. Makes it a bit easier now for
Pagello.
Purdue. Pagello getting onto Allure. That's the smoke's gone.
That's a lot of util gone for this post plant.
Planted.
They do still have the convergent paths in the hand of Hope, and they're just going to let it rip. But it's not going to tag anyone. The majority of Tiffin is in the spawn.
Echo, great first
But the lockdown is still
kill
here.
on the post plant.
This is looking to be a surefire win for Purdue, as this lockdown is going to stall so much time. But they are going to try and Cosmic Divide their way back onto the site.
Last player standing.
Oh, but
They don't know.
Kraken just mows through them both in Night.
Oh, and he barely gets out. And with the sword. Oh, barely. He's giving his life.
He's going to land the kill through the wall. They're going to reclaim the
Everyone
operator.
good? Take a
And now Purdue hitting double digits. Still hanging on for one more round. But do they still have the chance to go to OT? That is the question.
Yeah, there's not a lot of gas left in the tank of at least the utility side of Purdue, because they just used 3 big ults to try and keep Tiffin from winning this map. So now
What?
they don't have the lockdown. They don't have the Hunnish Fury. They don't have the convergent paths. So it's really just up to, do they have this dimensional drift? Can they make the use of these last 2 ults that they have to push this game into overtime?
Bye-bye.
This Knight is just going to get out of there. 2 TPs in, 2 TPs out.
And now I'm trying to just spam through the smoke. Not catching to anything.
Tiffin, they're waiting for this A hit, but again, False Sun rotating over to B. They have a feeling that some kind of rotate is happening, but it might just be a split into A as the dimensional drift is finally being ripped.
Yeah, Echo just trying to scan through all of Art, going on to A once again. Did he spot? Oh, okay. The trademark will be pogged by Echo. No matter.
And it is going to
They
be that
still
split
have
onto
a
A.
comfortable position onto A. Mostly trying to be aggressive, cannot, so he backs out.
Come the Rockets to deny the plant just for a little bit. But Hope is so
Ooh,
deep.
Mosey spots on Echo barely.
Hope's deep line takes out Knight. The stun misses, but Mosey still picks up the kill. Zekrom in the back with the op on KJ of all people. But Spike's down. Astra critically still alive. There is util that can be used to deny the defuse as Echo,
And Echo
on a weird
getting that first kill.
line.
Echo, a little bit of a whiff. Zekrom as well with the op.
They're just going to push him out. Surely.
Yep.
Kraken with the trades.
Oh, it
False
all
stun.
comes down to false.
Puts it in a 1 versus 1. The stun misses. Tap. Allure.
Allure
Knows
is
it's
just
not a
way too
stick.
patient. He knows.
Oh.
He knows. He's just playing
There's
with
not enough
him.
time,
And
and-
great play by Allure. Going the distance once more. Could they accomplish it for one more round? Does Tiffin have enough gas in the tank to have some sort of buy to defend, to just deny the OT?
Yeah, they have to buy whatever they can, surely. They
I
don't
mean,
have a ton
what
of
do they
money.
have to somewhat counter this? What is there left?
Kraken got so many kills that round. He's already 2 ult points off of another Hunter's Fury, and he just used it 2 rounds ago.
My God. And it's also on a barely almost 2.0 KD. 27 and 15. He's just doing a great play. And immediately that trademark will be popped. Oh, but not expecting onto Mosi. A bit of a strange play. Trying to be over aggro. But the team will instead get onto site pretty comfortably.
Echo just clearing everything out. Gonna fake his TP. But again, the Rockets slowing down the plant, giving time for these rotates to come over. And Allure's gonna put himself in this angle. He put himself here earlier.
Oh, but the whiff once again, just shaky hands, not being helpful for them.
But they're just gonna get onto the site.
Yeah, just
So
an
many people.
overwhelm.
Kraken.
Kraken getting
down.
on one. Mosey responds onto Echo. The
It's all up to these two
Revive.
players. It's a 2 versus 5. It's Kraken. Grabs 2. He's full flash to Zekrom. Picks up another kill. The spike is being tapped, but false stun.
but just barely.
The revive just being the nail in the coffin for Purdue as their
Oh.
Tiffin is going to take the final round of the first map.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a close map in the end. I mean, Purdue just trying to hang on at the last second, and Tiffin just played well, especially on that second half. They really adapted on how Purdue play, and just reading them as a book on how like their fake rotates, and they're just saying, yeah, keep the util coming. We don't care. We're not gonna move. And they were just standing there like statues.
Yeah, and I mean, it's unfortunate, right? There was just not enough noise being made. There wasn't enough, maybe not enough util, or just there weren't reasons for Tiffin to move off of their lines, right? Like you had a little bit of util being thrown out, like maybe a Yoru TP, a clone, a couple of smokes, and then Purdue would just back off. And when the noise got cut, why would Tiffin need to move at all, right? They haven't really seen this hit. No spikes being tapped. There hasn't been a lot of footstep noises, maybe just a clone or something. And Tiffin just stay there, and it's worked that whole game.
Yeah, I mean, Purdue has just like had difficulties on like trying to cast the rotates, and I mean, it like worked for a round or two, but like in the end, they were like trying to cast the rotates, and they were just not budging, and at the end, they just have just such limited util to actually execute onto side. It was a big ask and a big risk that they took, and unfortunately, in this case, it did not go the distance for Purdue.
Yeah, it is going to be a 1-0 start to this best of 3, but there is still more Valorant left to be played. I believe we're going on to Haven.
Correct.
It is Tiffin's map pick, but the game was close, and it could get even closer as we hope to see a game 3
certainly.
coming out right after a short break. Well, welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of CVAL with Purdue Gold taking on Tiffin University. If you missed us for the first game, it was an unfortunate close game loss, but Tiffin are now up 1-0 as we head to their map pick of Haven.
Yeah, and I mean with the team comp, like just the new team composition for Purdue, I've not seen them play on Haven, so this is going to be an interesting start. And Zekrom,
Are we all seeing what I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing an ISO.
insta lock, by the way.
I'm seeing an ISO veto.
Insta lock, by the way. And yeah, it's gonna be just a simple double smoke comp from Purdue Gold, but that ISO and the veto will cause, in our case, a bit of a question mark, but that could help in some case.
I'm expecting a second duelist, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we do see the second duelist coming out with Yoru. That's a more standard pick for this map. But what is Tiffin cooking?
I mean, I'm not sure. Oh,
okay, the veto is getting swapped. Okay, we're getting more standard here.
You're getting more standard. It's probably sure it's gonna be that cipher.
I will say Vito is much better on 3 site maps where he can throw a TP onto either site. And,
Yeah,
and be able to
I
rotate
mean,
quickly.
especially on Vito, I feel like just having those CPs for the rotations is pretty crucial. I feel like if you want to catch them, like just off guard on the timing and everything, that is like really well. And also just getting off of those like close angles. That, like if you're trying to play aggressive, you can definitely TP back onto side with that in mind. But yeah, the cipher will be locked, and it's gonna be a clash. An interesting clash, especially on that ISO, so it's gonna be interesting. The ISO will cause some problems, especially for Hope if they're gonna use the op, so that could be a counter towards it. And obviously with the Yoru, it's gonna have those TPs, gonna have the flashes and the dimensional drift online.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing. It's not exactly a reverse of what happened last game, but this time around we're seeing Tiffin running a double duelist comp, while Purdue are instead opting for a double controller comp, which is really interesting because something we see that they play on Haven all the time is they run these flashless comps. So you'll notice that Tiffin they have Yoru flashes. They almost didn't have Yoru flashes, but they picked up the Yoru. But Purdue is notorious for running a non-flash comp on Haven, and I want to know your take on kind of like what maybe is the thought process behind running a flashless comp on something like Haven with these 3 sites?
I mean, you just pretty much have to face value everything, and immediately Knight catching onto Hope, Kraken responding back, just right out the gate.
I'm starting to think Jello might be an ISO main. I don't know. There's something about this ghost with the little ISO on the side of his ghost. I just have a suspicious feeling that this guy's played ISO. Oh, this might be his comfort pick, as looks like they're going to rotate back over to C, where Zekrom is just jump spotting. He's going to see this.
Poison's off.
But I expect a one-way.
Yeah, and he will spot onto False Sun, which will cause
Here come the rotates.
the rotates to start to come in.
Toxins going up.
Oh, they're just going to push. This False Sun, how did he land that kill onto Allura? They're just going to keep
He
walking
does
up.
spot
They
onto
saw Zekrom.
Zekrom.
That's going to be the site that's theirs. And a 2 versus 4. Jello Shield's going to go down due to nobody being anywhere near him, but Echo and Kraken now left in a 2 versus 4 retake with no util left is Kraken. Able to land the shots.
Kraken getting those 2 crucial shots, making it somewhat easier to
enemy
Echo.
Oh, but does he know the last one's in the spawn? Oh, like ships in the night. He's behind you, though.
Yeah, I mean Echo trying to play rapidly onto the bomb, but was not able to. The first pistol round now going onto Tiffin.
Yeah, all 4 players running into the spawn of the defenders there. That's a little bit confusing for the defense.
Yeah.
But both Sovas on either side landing 3 kills. But at the end of the day, it was Tiffin who came out on top, and now they're going to have the guns on this eco round for Purdue.
Move.
It looks like they're looking
There.
to do a little bit of a default around the map. They're not really peeking into any of these lanes anymore as Lure trying to jump spot for Garage, but it's high-low setup from the attacker side.
Yeah, that's quite a difference from Tiffin just playing it slow in this buy round that they have in their hands. And it's going to be just a stack.
Yeah, the gamble stack onto C is actually the correct call here. Here comes the Yoru clone. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to shoot at that. Yeah, there goes the clone, and here comes the rest of the squad. They might just have classics, but you're playing right into classic range as Jello. He's going to get one, but Hope. Kraken falls, and
just a sea of bodies.
Jello is just farming up kills here with his shield and his out. Oh, his Vandal is just mowing through everyone.
And I mean, what can you ask for with just a sea of just util and just the gun power that they have? And now is where it kind of counts for Purdue. If they don't really capitalize on this gun round, it's gonna be making a snowball in favor of Tiffin. So they really need to just be on their A game.
Yeah,
Try
but
to
Jello
capitalize on.
Jello got 4 kills that round with that Vandal, so he's 1 orb off of his ult,
but
Allure through the smoke.
Great first kill, starting off the round.
The undercut is gonna miss, but the spike's down, and they've already been, they kind of just let their Yoru go and plant. They've set up in a post plant already, but Hope is trying to get a flank off with regen shield and the Vandal.
Oh,
the
what
outlaw
a
to the
shot
head.
by Mint.
I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if he hit him in the body. There's only 25 shield, but still, just in case. And it looks
wow, having.
Oh, they're gonna tap it. Here comes the 1v1 as Jello doesn't have his shield up, and that's going to be the death of him. As Zekrom is able to find a kill on a false sun, but there's not enough time left as Mint jumps through with a classic and just...
And somehow capitalize it for the round. Mint being the saving grace for Tiffin once again.
Just jumps through the smoke with a classic and kills 2 people.
I mean, Purdue was just baffled by how...
Who needs a shorty?
I mean,
just jump on him with a classic.
classic is all you need, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to understand the thought process of Purdue, and especially like having those 2 players. I understand that one is trying to body block all those shots from just coming through the smoke from the the usual smoke span, but I mean, they really just could not. They did not expect at all for Min to just jump with a classic.
Through. Yeah, and with all that noise made in B main, that's going to give the offense the all clear. Just go ahead and take C for free against a bunch of sheriffs. Like just pistols and a bulldog. His Hope is trying to get one of them to swing into the defense spawn point, because they did try that last round, but this time they're opting to tuck back into long. They have the better weapons, and so they're just going to play the spam.
Go, go, go.
As Allure is on flank, but snaps the tripwire and is going to get spotted out as the fight breaks out on
trying
site.
to get onto. Oh, man.
Oh,
No,
Mosey.
just
Mosey.
way too good. Zekrom finally shutting
Hope
things
gets one.
down.
I mean,
I think-
I would just take these rifles and run. Surely there's not
Allure.
enough time. Oh, the shot at the last second. And that just cleans up with the outlaw. It's not looking too great this first half.
Yeah, Purdue is still lacking on how they want to play on this defense. They're starting off a bit rough. They're starting real slow in terms of just trying to somewhat at least take away some guns from Tiffin. But it's just been so overwhelming from them that they really don't have a lot to work with. And that's a great cam.
Yeah, that cam just being able to see all the way through mid. It's going to prevent any lurks from happening as the rest of the team decides to just contact up through A. You're going to see the Omen go back to grab the spike because as they're feeling it out, they're going to decide whether or not they actually want to commit. And it looks like they're going to back off. As Cypher, Mint, I should say, starts making his way towards C long. Zekrom doesn't have a gun to chow this. The jump spot almost cost Zekrom his life, but now he knows that there's a Cypher here at the very least. But that's not enough to pull Purdue off the site because that could just be the lurk. And that's exactly what it's going to end up being. As Tiffin start to rotate back towards mid, using their Cypher cam to make some spaces. Mosey?
Yeah,
Spike
Kraken.
down A.
Yeah, Kraken just having the better angle, catching Mosey off guard. Did not see him, but saw the shoulder.
Great shot from Hope, but Knight picks up a kill of his own as Mint refrags onto Hope, and now that's a 3. Now that's a 2 versus 2 as Knight is just walking his way down towards A, and that's going to open up the site for them. Neural Theft comes out, and
Spotted the 2 all the way back.
here comes the wall. I assume Mint is going to swing off that contact, and yes, he is. Just going to spot out Allure.
Spike planted.
There's really no way for this Viper KJ combo to get back onto the site. They do have the Viper Orb. It's going to go right back down, but oh, it's just not enough.
Not enough whatsoever for Tiff. And Purdue still no firepower whatsoever. I mean, if you would call a timeout, it would be right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
here
mean,
comes the
King of
timeout.
Devil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a crucial timeout to just try to understand what is going wrong, what is like happening, what is Tiffin game plan that is like going ahead, and what is like coming through. I feel like they just have no map space, and when they have map space, they don't double clear what they had before. So in that last round, it was just Knight all the way on long on A main, and they just didn't notice it, and Knight just capitalized on 2 kills pretty much for free.
Yeah, and they're giving up the space too easily, right? When you have these players that are stacked here, they're good at not moving, right? The sounds that are being made, because Tiffin are doing a really good job of working the map, trying to figure out where the defense are, and Purdue is doing a really good job of holding their space, but then once they get any pressure put on them, they're immediately backing off, giving them the sight, and once they're in a post-plant position, they don't have the firepower, and they're not going to have it this round either. They don't have the firepower to really take back the site after they lose it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a really big uphill battle for Purdue. They really need to somewhat make something stick for them to, I guess, get back into the game.
Knight is on a very off angle, but he's just going to keep walking.
Revealing area.
This Kraken is going to try and clear out A, but Allure able to pick up Jello, but Knight. Echo's just missed the timing on Knight, but
And Echo
just
as
sees
well
him.
responding, Mint.
But they're going to try and rotate to A. They just lost their player. They want to reclaim this rifle, but they can't. So that's going to be a gun in the hands of Echo.
Have the spike.
More importantly, that's a numbers advantage for Purdue.
Scanning ahead.
As Zekrom, he is going to shoot that recon dart. Just barely avoids the shock. As the
And then
overdrive.
the Neon ult will come online
One
by
enemy
Hope, just
remaining.
spraying down
Zekrom.
any enemies that come into his crosshair. Zekrom, middle comes down to False Sun.
They don't know where Full Sun is. Oh.
A
Echo
bit of
is
a
able to clean up.
timing there. False Sun could get one, but in the end, finally Purdue shaking their dust off, getting the first round on the board.
Yeah, great off angles from Purdue. They're able to get get picks early. That's going to give them the numbers advantage. And then once the site hit finally happened, they had the numbers, and they stood their ground, and they actually fought back to the attackers. And that made all the difference. Now they've recovered some rifles. They have a little bit of economy, and now we can start snowballing in the other direction.
Yeah, and I mean, it's finally Purdue has tried to make something work. Not a bug.
Who's next?
That might be a bug. I don't believe that Allure only has a knife.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Zekrom definitely doesn't have just a classic, as we saw that he's holding a Vandal now.
Okay, so Spectra is just not being real nice to us, so that's unfortunate.
But C is going to get taken as the Hunter's Fury is ripped to try and deny the plant, but it does not deny it in the slightest, as the Hunter's Fury doesn't land a single tag, and now Tiffin is just going to back up into a post plant, but here comes the Hunter's Fury to take down the lockdown. And that's going to put a hinder on Produce. Did it? Okay. And Knight is going to start us off with a kill on Zekrom, but an equalizing kill from Hope. The rest of the team, all the from the shadows.
It's you and
The
me.
flank might be the winning factor here.
The domain goes out.
for Tiffin.
Echo takes down the flank, but Jello is able to pick up a kill as Hope tries to equalize.
And
gets
Hope-
Knight. Oh, the stick was
Wow.
happening the whole time. Kraken was sticking the spike while that was all happening.
Listen up.
They were able to pick up the round.
Wow, by the skin of their teeth, they managed to secure the round, and having all the confidence onto Hope, just holding that spike with dear life, and in the end, they capitalized their second round, which now is gonna be a big difference since they're gonna have, for Tiffin, they're gonna have a light buy or just full eco onto this round.
Yeah, it did cost a lot of ultimates on Purdue, but now they finally have the economy in their advantage as the Viper's Pit is going to plug up all of Sewer.
Yeah, that lane is basically out of question for Tiffin to go through. So really, the only way that can go through A is by going into A main. So yeah, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for them to handle. So they opt for this rotate to come in, and look at
Mid-
look at
Oh,
that. And
Lord!
Allure is just aware of Mosey, just lurking up onto C. So that's just going to get the first kill.
Mint is surely aware of Allure being up, or aware of Echo, because he heard him TP. They were right next to each other, and he's just staring at him. He's going to TP out as Jello lands that kill onto Hope.
So
But they're not gonna push. It looks like they're wanting to end C, as both duelists are putting their sights on Garage. Allure might have a little bit of trouble on his hands as he gets one.
oh, Allure got one, but could not capitalize on the second or third. So it's going to be equal
30 seconds left.
Echo
terms.
Could
for
have a-
Purdue and Tiffin. The
Echo on his
spike will
timing.
start to be planted.
Echo, if he swings right now, he has an amazing timing on the attackers. Oh my gosh, like two ships in the night. Mint and Echo have just never been able to actually lock eyes as Echo finally
Echo,
gonna land the
great
kill.
kill with that timing in hand. Zekrom
Oh, nice.
finishing it off. Gecko
Echo,
once more.
2, 3.
Wings the third. Echo showing who's boss with those 3 kills onto C. Capitalizing the third.
You failed.
Now
Now
just
please.
shorten it once more to just a 2-round lead for Tiffin. Now making
If
them
you're not
on the
a good
hot
shot
seat.
today,
So
don't worry. There are
it's gonna
other
put a
ways
lot
to
of pressure
move
for them.
Yeah, and it was a great timeout. Obviously, we don't know what was really said in the timeout or what changes they made, but it looks like they're just holding their space a lot better. They're making sure that Tiffin can't just waltz into the site, and they're getting picks early. And these early picks are making it that much harder for Tiffin to really capitalize on these rounds.
Yeah, I feel like Purdue really has to just prioritize on getting those first kills, or at least get some more map space in control, so Tiffin has limited options to play with.
Take this. Gotta go.
Oh, Hope with the relay bolt.
Oh,
Just barely misses, but he's still
Shaving
able to land a kill.
off.
Spike down.
Hope gets a
A.
Kraken.
kill.
He is spotted out, but he does land the kill.
And he backs out safely.
Oh.
Unscathed.
Just barely avoids the swing from Mint, but now they have a numbers advantage. And,
Wow,
well,
what a clear by Jello.
might have seen the barrel of his gun through the smoke, but Kraken stuck in a 1 versus 3 on the site. Does break the shield, but the shield gets refreshed. Now Allure,
It's you and me.
he's gonna get put in the 1v1 against Jello while he has the shield up. Can he land this kill? Oh, he can break the shield, but it's not enough. And Jello still has his shield active as a 1 versus 3. I think
What can
Zekrom.
you ask for Zekrom on this 1v3? It's just so difficult to handle, and all these corners to
Oh,
clear.
the corner. There's just too many angles that these players could be at. And while they did do a good job of holding their space, it's just awareness from Jello to shoot through that smoke in that corner. That just unlucky pick up onto the Kraken or onto Echo, and then Kraken just fell right after. But
Yeah.
still, Purdue have the money to still buy rifles.
And I mean, they still want to offer the op. So this is gonna be interesting since the ISO is pretty much gonna be useless against it. But we also have the Odin from Brockenstar. So I mean, this could change the pace quite a bit.
Yeah, they just want to get
Bomb grenade out.
Hope set up on this line with this operator so they can go stack the rest of the map. And they've done so, but do they suspect that Mint has already crossed to the other side? As Knight is right below Allure. Oh, shots go out on both sides.
Not able to capitalize. Nice pulling out the shorty.
Oh, but Hope's angle here has been so good. He almost lands the kill onto Mint, but there's just too many bodies in his face. As the neural theft comes out,
Stopping fire.
Op's going to be recovered for the attackers as Jello's already all the way onto site.
That's bomb gonna be planted for Tiffin,
Spike planted.
especially with that shot from Hope.
Now the site, they've just locked this down. Hyper Orb's going to bring Knight to 1 HP, but I don't think there's any way that they can really land this unless a shock dart. No, it's a recon dart. Oh, but Echo off the scan. Oh, false sun.
False Sun being so aware and Mint to finish it off. Ahead once more for Tiffin, 73.
Yeah, false sun would have went down there by Kraken. It would have been a 2v1, and it was a very winnable position for Purdue, but just barely hold on to his life there and was able to pick up the kill onto Kraken. Made the numbers advantage swing to the attackers, and that puts them up a big lead in the first half.
Yeah, and I mean, Hope had a great first kill, but didn't know about Mint already crossing onto A main, so it was just overwhelmed, and also the cavalry just coming back from him. Just made it
I
a
have the
whole,
spike.
just another world of just difficulty.
Oh,
And
Knight.
immediately shutting down onto Zekrom on the jump peak.
And they're just going to go. The Nano's going to slow them down, but it's not going to stop them. They want this site, and they want it now as the TP comes in to just take control of the site. As Allure just trying to hold for rotates as the Hunter's Fury once more is ripped, but this time it lands. This
And
time
lands. And that could be another land, but no.
it does hit Knight. So Knight is tagged to 70 HP as the overdrive goes out, but it doesn't land a kill. But the numbers!
Oh,
Spike down. C.
numbers are still there.
Oh, but Knight is just going to be able to
I got the spike.
go in, pick up the spike.
Okay, Knight. Oh. Okay.
So that happened, and what a nano timing. Allure, how do you... There's no way they know that he's here, right? Surely they...
Oh.
And a thrifty, as Allure gets 4 kills in the round, aided by Kraken's
round
Hunter's Fury that
before the
picks up the
switch.
5th. How in the world?
I mean, when the stars collide and align, they can do just wonders for them.
Allure
And it
with a
did.
Sheriff just picks up 4 kills on a thrifty round, where the Guardian that we thought, you know, this is the hero rifle, isn't even able to land a single kill.
Yeah. I mean,
Knight just comes out of a dimensional drift in the face of Allure.
yeah, that's a play that is gonna cause a bunch of question marks for Tiffin.
Oh, as
and
Allure's-
Allure is just immediately getting the first blood of the round.
Yeah, Allure heating up, being very crucial in both holding space and also fragging, doing so well this game, keeping Purdue from losing this map too heavily. As Echo could rip this paranoia, could go so far in, but he doesn't. He just
but
swings
it's
it.
just-
The Hunter's Fury again for the lockdown. I feel like we're going
Yeah,
to see this
it's
the
gonna be
entire game.
lockdown.
Lockdown's gone, but Purdue are going to start rotating over.
Yes. The big battle
False
for
Sun
them. to
and
go.
Jello looking to get a little bit aggressive here. Push back these defenders. Keep them... Just stall some time, probably, as Zekrom doesn't get hit by the paranoia. But Bozy doesn't want to peek his Jello. Picks up the kill
gets
into
on
Hope.
one. Kraken responds.
And then
False
False
Sun once
Sun.
again.
As Kraken... Oh,
And then Jello with the third, finishing it off for this half on a 4-8 lead.
Switching sides.
that's brutal for Purdue. Just Jello, this is definitely a comfort pick for Jello. Just run it down on ISO. Drop 15 and 6 in the first half. But great support from the team. Like there's cams everywhere. There's smokes, paranoias, recons, and shock darts everywhere you look. It's making it really hard for Purdue to get back into the site, and especially when you have an ISO with a shield in your face. You're forced. I mean, hope on an operator is something we know is so good for Purdue, and when you have an agent who can just completely negate that, that definitely sucks.
Yeah, and going into the first round, Hope immediately trying to scale up, could not find anything. Echo with the first frag. Mosey and Mosey try to equalize, but gets tagged whatsoever. And
That's
it's gonna be a lead already for Purdue. Bomb will be planted. Difficult situation already for Tiffin.
Yeah, they already have the entire site.
Go, go, go.
They're looking to just hold here. I don't think Tiffin really want to get too aggressive right now. I feel like there's not a lot of ways in when there's a poison orb staring you down, as Echo still has his paranoia, and there it goes. It's going to get ripped as the defense try to flood back onto the site, as Jello gets one, but Zekrom lands two. Tried to equalize, but it's still a numbers advantage for the attack.
Yeah, there's still a long ways to go for Knights to try to capitalize.
Oh, the
and
relay
he gets
bolt.
stunned on 49 HP. I mean, what can you ask for? And Hope finishing the job, getting the pistol round in their favor, which would help them quite a bit to just try to at least shorten that lead from Tiffin.
Gun here.
I just want to make a specification about the UI. I promise Tiffin does not have 2 rifles in full armor. It is just a bug with the UI, okay?
Yeah.
Tiffin do not have the money for this. I hope they're not, or else we're going to have a lot of things to go over with the rulebook. It's definitely Purdue with the money, with the guns, as they look to take a little bit more rounds.
Yeah, Spectra is being currently being on some sort of additives.
But there are a lot of bandits.
Jello, though, look at the entire team immediately
They're
just
just
scaling
pushing.
up.
Zekrom, though.
Zekrom just being active with that Outlaw, and Kraken once again with that
So many
Ares.
tags. They're just tagging everyone. False Sun's down to like 40 HP, and Kraken.
I mean, what can you ask? It's just a sea of bodies in that mid. And I understand, Tiffin, where they were going, right? They're trying to just make a really aggressive play, especially together, so they could at least get a gun. But really, Purdue was also just playing it just slow, trying to play off contact quite a bit. And they just gave the round to them pretty much for free.
Placing alarm bot.
Yeah, Haven is a map that has a lot of really passive lines, and when you're on that, you have that money advantage and you have these long-range guns, there's no reason for you to push up, right? Yeah. They have to come to you, especially when all they have is pistols, and that was all Purdue needed to bring us to a 2 scoreline difference. Does Purdue look to capitalize on a bonus round? As Allure doesn't really want to push through that
Portal closed.
smoke as Knight. He's going to take this aggressive angle, and that's a lot of space for Tiffin.
Yeah, Purdue really need to act somehow in some way towards the side. And they do have that info of someone already pushed up, so Kraken will probably start to clear on tonight. And yeah, he has to back out from that.
He does get tagged, though. Just once, but Hope was able to land a shot onto him.
And also Echo trying to get a bit of a spray on into Mosey.
The relay bolt lineup from Narnia looked like. Doesn't stun anyone. But it looks like Purdue are trying to NB, and Tiffin might have a read on this.
30 seconds.
The Viper wall. The spray.
Oh, great spray from Echo and Kraken.
A smoke in the face. They try to spray back. They're going to reclaim some weapons as Mosey picks up a kill, but Echo able to trade. They know where these last 2 players are.
I mean, and like knowing like they could be anywhere, but
Oh,
False
the
Song
spray.
swinging with confidence.
Last player
The spray also finds a second as
56 HP
Zekrom.
on False Sun on this 1v2 scenario.
Zekrom just one shot with his Outlaw. Would be all it takes is False Sun is going to have to pull out some heroics here if he wants to keep their team in the round. The shot misses, but whoa!
Spraying everywhere.
Oh, he's just
But
going to
can
push
he
him.
capitalize? He gets the Ares, but yeah, with that Viper, just Molly is not able to. And Zekrom with the Deagle, getting the upgrade as well, can shorten the lead. Now it's a 7-8, which it was their bonus. And that was going to be somewhat of a reverse sweep for Purdue, which is sort of like what was accomplished by Tiffin in the first half. And now it's Purdue says, now it's my turn. Now it's our turn to show that we're just going to be dominant in this attack side. And it's showing. I mean, Tiffin really don't have... I mean, they're just getting these spams through the smoke and also just overwhelmed by the spacing that Purdue creates with the Neon.
Hope looking to get aggressive here. False Sun with just a Sheriff. It is still lethal, but Kraken is going to be there. There's a Bucky in the face.
Oh my god, it just
Stinger in the
ran into
back.
that.
The Bucky!
Right.
Okay,
Oh, but
Zekrom.
Zekrom from
There
the
is still a
back
Stinger.
gets one. Oh, but Mosey, look at this.
Zekrom.
Mosey all the way
Mid's
from
still on
flank.
site. Okay, well, they know where both players are. As Mosey's going to back off, but there's no rifles for him to really reclaim. So he's still stuck with the Sheriff as Mint!
Spike down.
How's he
A.
done that? He's going to give his teammate a smoke as Echo has to reclaim the spike. He's just going to run. But I have one issue with this, and that's the fact that Mosey is going to be able to reclaim a rifle of his own. So now it's a 2 versus 1, but both these defenders have rifles.
The cam will spot onto Echo.
He doesn't break it either. Ooh, that cam is not broken. This could be very problematic as Echo stuck in 1v2.
Oh, but Echo just spamming through.
Oh my gosh, the spam almost lands. Just a
It's
classic shot.
1 HP on Mint.
A right click would be all it took.
Oh,
to
but
the
just
box!
wow, with Mint just hanging on by a thread.
Thrifty.
Spray for spray as Tiffin take their own Thrifty back from Purdue.
Mint once again showing, showing who's in who's in charge, who can clutch it up, and it's usually just Mint on the board. You cannot just take him out.
Yeah, they were. I mean, Mint was like, "You want to spray through your smokes? I'll just spray through everything. Why not? Just
Why
shoot
not?
through everything." And he's able to land a couple of kills off of that. He lands the kill onto Echo. He lands the kill onto, I believe it was Kraken, who was on site trying to plant. And it was just, you know what? We know that they like to spray through stuff, so we're just going to spray through stuff as Knight. They're trying to push him off this line with this operator. They want to get Zekrom onto a site. The Viper's Pit is up, but they need to get the spike down somewhere first.
Yeah, the Viper Pick can come online if they want to just go into site and just catch all of that space, denying also the util for them and the info. So really Purdue is just trying to right now trying to search their options, trying to catch the rotates off, seeing just
Take flight.
just probing into each site. Drone will spot onto Allura, sorry.
Yeah, but that's the Sentinel. There's no reason for Tiffin to really move, and they've been trying to get Knight around the map, but he doesn't have any more TPs.
Yeah, Purdue is still, like, their clock is ticking. Only 30 seconds left. They have to act now.
The flash, or the smokes go up, the wall goes up, the pit goes down.
And yeah, that
The ult
Viper's
grabs
Pit
Hope.
will be
That's probably the best person they could grab here. And whoa!
Yeah, it was a close call. It was a great snap from Hope, but with that shield, what can you ask for? It's going to
Kraken
be
is-
still an advantage situation.
How was Kraken this low?
Probably from a spray on the smoke.
As the shock dart is going to end him.
Okay. ISO
Allure.
Jello did not want to spray that. And
Okay.
okay, Allure showing that even though the spray
The
and
Viper's
pray-
pit's gone.
Oh.
You know, there are moments where I wish, like, we had so many observers that we could see everyone at the same time, because I do wonder how in the world the Viper's Pit just disappeared. Because Zekrom, in the middle of all of that, Allure just having a whiff fight with with
Whiff
Mosey.
night.
Yeah. Just, somehow Zekrom also dies in the middle of all of that commotion, and the Viper's Pit's gone. Now it's a 2v1 in favor of Tiffin, and they're just able to take back the round. What looked to be an unwinnable position for them.
Yeah, it does cause a bunch of question marks to for us, the commentators, and also for the audience, since it was just everything just happened so fast, you know.
Mosey.
Joe will spot onto Mosey though,
Oh, almost lands that.
and then both Hunter Spheres will come online. Mosey's just gonna be congested. What can you ask for? You're just getting tagged by the Hunter Fury by your team. You're getting tagged by the Hunter Fury by the other team. I mean, it was just a death sentence at that point. And then Nai responds with the option into Hope, and the Dimensional Drift will come online, trying to scan the area real quick, standing on to Zekrom immediately. Then one into Long.
They know Knight's here, though. And Knight with an op. Oh, this swing is going to be so lethal. The Zekrom does fall, but they do have the one-way to be able to play spam as Allure. Is able to pick off one, and that's going to keep the numbers equalized as
And it
Echo.
all comes down to Kraken and onto Echo.
Oh, Echo. It's just him as the spike is getting stuck in Mint.
And once again, just showing so much presence and helping so much on the team, and getting those final kills, crucial kills, making sure that they can take a good round.
And it looked like another round that Purdue had in the bag. They got 2 early picks. It was a 3v5. They had the spike down. They had site control. I mean, they might not have a flash comp, but they might as well have had a flash that round, because Mosey couldn't see anything with 200 Furies in his face, a smoke, and 2 guys with Vandals just running him down.
Yeah, it was an experience for Mosey to try to get out of that just insane scenario. And then Allure catching on tonight that tried to play aggro, immediately shutting him down.
They are going to use the lockdown to push the defenders off of the site, but there is still a corner of safety up in heaven where Mint is going to be sitting, and it looks like there's also a corner on the staircase that Mosey's going to take refuge in, as well as the spray comes out, the tripwire.
That trip is going to be interesting for them to clear. They finally broke it. That cam, I don't think he has been shot yet. Mint getting onto Kraken. That
Another
bomb
spray.
will be dropped. And now Echo's the one planting. And
There's
he
just-
can't.
Remaining.
It's just a crunch.
And what is happening? And that's map and series points for Tiffin by
Match point.
somehow from all of that commotion.
I genuinely think that I'm starting to lose track of what is happening in the game, because again, another early pick for Purdue. They have the site taken. Mint reasonably lands a spray kill through the box on the default plant.
Yeah.
But then, out of absolutely nowhere, with no intel, as far as we could see, with no intel, 3 players of Purdue get shot from 3 different angles from 3 different players off the back of what? Just a paranoia, as Knight is already starting off the round with taking down
Shutting
Zekrom.
off one of the smokes. Zekrom is really needed for this double smoke comp to deny info, and one of them is gone. So limiting their options a lot more for Purdue. Tiffin already making it a lot more comfortable. Hope popping their ult, trying to scan whatever is left.
Oh, they're going to get tagged, though. They have to go out through the smoke, and Allure trying to pick up trades, Kraken as well. It's a 2 versus 3, but this is the do or die moment for Purdue, as they have to keep fighting. Echo trying to hold on,
Oh!
but there's just too many bodies to go through.
And
that's
is
gonna
gonna
be it.
The GG going into Tiffin.
The team ace comes through, and that's a 7-13 game. It's a 2-0 for Tiffin.
I mean, Purdue pulled up a fight. They were starting to adapt, but in the end, Purdue really just lacked that. I guess that execute and also playing with numbers. They, like you said, everything just happened so quickly that we didn't even notice that. Oh, Tiffin is ahead in numbers once again, even though Purdue was ahead. And yeah, Tiffin just played it super well. I think Tiffin just had a more just elaborate team composition where everyone just helping each other, and their util was such. The util was really, really crucial and just beautifully placed. That had intentions of, and in the end, that led to the second map, just a full 2-0 sweep against Purdue.
Yeah, it felt like there were a lot of. I mean, obviously don't know, but we can assume like holes in the defense or something like that. But it's unfortunate these things happen. Hopefully this is a learning experience for the team and they can come back better, because we do still have another game coming up on Monday with the NECC regular season. So we hope you guys will tune in to watch that. But at least for today, and at least for us here at VALORANT at Purdue, we're going to go ahead and head out. So this is VALORANT at Purdue signing off.